Oh, okay.
Did manage to get in. I know a certain someone hooked him up on that. I won't say who, but he is, I think, still in the bracket. Production knows who.
But, you know, it's great that we get more people out here. Oh, speaking of people that we're getting out here, and speaking of TRC, we've got a certain Lucario player taking the stands right now. We got BlanketMan.
Yeah, one of the few, the proud Lucario. This man, he's been a Lucario player since the game came out.
Really? Good for him.
I don't know another Lucario player, like, at all.
I can't think of a single one.
I can't think of one.
I mean, like, there's Armadillo as a professional, but other than that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's always going to be, like, those one or two pro reps of a character. Armadillo, of course, fantastic player. But, like, at the local level, it's just BlanketMan. He has to figure it all out himself.
Speaking of characters you don't see a whole lot of, though, Rool, while at the start of the game people were like, oh, Rool's busted because of things like that and armor, not a whole lot of representation anymore because people realize you can really easily exploit this big, heavy body.
They actually nerfed Rool like a couple weeks after the game came out.
Yeah.
And that's just the nature of these games. Of course, like the traditional fighters, it's always the grapplers that are broken at the beginning, and it turns out they're trash. In Smash, it's the big bodies.
Yes. That is 100%
that has armor.
Ooh. Yeah, and a lot of damage off it. Let's talk about KeyboardKlutz, the person piloting this Rool for a second. Has been a local grinder that hasn't been sure. I mean, is more newer to the scene. Oh my goodness, that back air. The aura is building.
Yes, it is. However, that stock advantage is building for KeyboardKlutz, who is schmoovin' like he's playing a lightweight now. I saw those runoff fairs, all the ways this guy is. He's moving around, he's baiting options. However, BlanketMan finally gets the catch. 86.
86. This is a big comeback, but that F smash drifting right into the big fist.
Entering his Little Mac era with that boxing glove, and it hits hard.
It certainly does. You can tell KeyboardKlutz knows the Rool things. He had the armor ready for that crown interaction earlier.
I feel like a huge facet of what helps KeyboardKlutz do so well is he is so good at reading his opponent. When you play a big, heavy hitter, that is a crucial factor to have down. Speaking of crucial factors, BlanketMan does not drop that confirmed.
No, not at all. Super, super used to it, especially as you're saying, I've been playing this character for so long.
I don't think I've ever seen him drop it, actually, now that I think about it. Like, not even once. He just legitimately does not drop it.
Like a true FGC player.
Yeah,
he hasn't labbed.
My man going back to the lab again, Gimmer style, and he is adapting to this gameplay of KeyboardKlutz while he's at it.
Ooh, tries to let the crown help him backstage, but doesn't end up helping him all too much. And especially BlanketMan has been waiting to revenge some of these, and there it is.
Oh no!
Doesn't find his mark.
Great spot dodge from BlanketMan.
Oh,
and the force palm. That's going to be it for game number one. But KeyboardKlutz definitely showing his prowess. I thought he was going to have that after the way it started.
Yeah, but Lucario with that aura, you saw BlanketMan deal out 10, 20, 40, 60, 80%. All of a sudden the game was even. And at that point, it's just whoever finds that final hit.
That's the name of the game for a character like what BlanketMan pilots. And of course, I feel like that does help with the mental a little bit if you're a Lucario player, right? Like, oh, I'm just building aura. I always think
it's like copium.
I always think of Sue in Smash 4 in doubles, taking that first stock on purpose.
Yeah. Just instantly dropping off stage, like, all right, this is actually beneficial to me, which is just crazy.
Yeah, I love that strategies like that can work.
Sue, the best to ever do it, I imagine.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's a shame that we don't see that Lucario magic coming out from him anymore. But we still got people like BlanketMan on the scene trying to prove that this character's got something going for him.
Yeah, the few and far in between, though.
Yeah,
this is not a character with a lot of representation.
Okay, there's movement. That is one thing Lucario has in spades. He's got movement.
Definitely. Wow, especially against a character like Rool, where it can be sometimes really tough to land. Having that evasive movement can be really, really effective.
The Rool classic. Shoot the gun high and try to suck low. Cover the whole stage with one move, but oh
my
no!
Goodness, you were talking about
jinx it.
You did this
for the first time in human history. No, I'm so sorry, BlanketMan. Oh, it's tragic.
Dropping the confirm, but does eventually find the stock anyway. Losing the first stock against Lucario is
Feels bad.
one of the worst feelings.
Yeah, and now he's got that aura as well. He doesn't just have rage online, but it's starting to mount up in and of itself. 124.
Yeah, we're really trying to find something here. Lots of big moves being thrown out from KeyboardKlutz here, but oh my goodness.
Okay, I see you. Make it up for it, giving us the double confirm there. All right, all is right in the world for BlanketMan.
The damage, 57%, 10 seconds into this man's stock.
Dude, you gotta calm down. It's gonna be okay.
Oh my goodness, and the read?
BlanketMan!
This man cannot be stopped.
What happened? BlanketMan turned up the heat and the aura and gets a 3 stock.
That was incredible. That was some of the best looking Lucario gameplay I've ever seen.
After how that first 2 stocks of the first game went, I was like, man, KeyboardKlutz, it's gonna be BlanketMan? What an upset. But no, KeyboardKlutz, unfortunately, he got outplayed in the end. BlanketMan was able to turn it up.
BlanketMan heard your thought there. He was like, oh, hold on. I still got it.
He's got the telekinesis, clearly. Look at how well he was reading KeyboardKlutz in these critical moments.
Yeah, there were a couple of moments where KeyboardKlutz definitely could have lived.
Oh,
like that, for instance. But it could be tough
That was
sometimes.
nice.
That also, there's no way that's supposed to kill, but
you're not expecting it, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, like, do I hold out for combo DI or do I hold in to stay alive? And he guessed wrong in that situation. Because who goes for that? Well, first of all, who plays this character?
Nobody.
But
yeah,
and
you're not
then
used to it.
people who do